Hi guys, you're welcome to Delaroy Studios. This is another episode of Android programming. We'll be talking about autocomplete in Android application, in which you have a text field whereby the system will automatically, decide which string are you actually inputting, probably from the database or from strings or something from the cloud. But actually, we'll be encoding a list of countries into the strings XML in which you will be calling, and the autocomplete will be applicable using that format. I'll be moving straight to Android Studio, whereby I'll be explaining the source file. I have the app folder of the application. I need to collapse this. In the values, I'd like to talk about the strings XML. Whereby we'll get to look at, okay, we have the resources, the app name, the action settings, autocomplete as a name. We have the multi-autocomplete. We're talking about the autocomplete and also the multi-autocomplete, in which we can have two searches, and the autocomplete will continue to recognize the second, the third, the fourth. We have a string array with a list of countries, whereby we have the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, France, Italy, China, Japan, Spain as the countries in question. I'll be looking at the layout files where we have the activity main XML. There's a relative layout with padding bottom, left, right, top 16 dps with the layout height of match parent. We have the autocomplete text view, whereby we assign an ID to it called autocomplete text view 1. We have the request focus, tag, which is very important right inside the autocomplete text view tag. We have for the multi-autocomplete text view, where we assign an ID to it as well. And the layout center vertical is true. Now we have two text view, where we assign text view 1 to the first one, which says autocomplete, and the second one, text view 2, to the second one that says multi-autocomplete. We close the relative layout tag. I'll be moving straight to the Java classes. I only have the main activity, which is the logic of this autocomplete inclusion. We have the import array adapter, the autocomplete text view, and the multi-autocomplete text view. These are all imported from the Android widget. The main activity extends activity, and we have two fields, the private autocomplete text view and the multi-autocomplete text view, where we assign a sort of variable to it. Our onCreate method call on the super onCreate and sets its content view to the layout activity main. We have the string countries, where we get the resources. We get the string array from the list of countries, which I explained. Now we have the array adapter. We instantiate this with a new keyword. We created an object for it called adapter, whereby we get to call on the simple list item 1. Now the variables created from the autocomplete view and the multi, we need to call on its appropriate ID. We initialize it with its appropriate ID for the two. Now we set to the adapter based on the object created for the two types of autocomplete we're looking at. Now for the multi-autocomplete, we're going to set the tokenizer, so that it's going to actually identify a comma tokenizer. So if there's a comma, it's going to know that you're actually trying to type in a new search, which is going to appropriately take care of that. We have the onCreate option menu, where we inflate the menu main. Actually not using any options menu at this moment. We'll be looking at the manifest, the Android manifest. This is just a simple manifest with the launcher activity, which is the main activity, being called in the intent filter, and the icon and label are set appropriately. I'll be uploading this source file to my GitHub account, and also I'll be showing this in an Android emulator for us to see the autocomplete in play. Here we go with the application, the autocomplete, and the multi autocomplete. So we'll be testing for the autocomplete. Let's try to put a country called Canada. Do you notice that? Before finishing typing Canada, the autocomplete came out to tell us that you're actually typing Canada. So we can easily click on Canada without finishing typing. That's just what that is doing. So let's test for the multi autocomplete. Here I'll be adding multiple countries. First of all, Canada. Okay. That's a comma. I'm typing Japan. Japan. Can you notice that? There's a comma again. That's for more than two search or more than two countries. USA. Can you notice that? The USA came out. Okay. Thank you very much for hanging out with me throughout this tutorial. You can add autocomplete to your field, to your form fields to make Android UI more appealing and more useful. And also you can extend more of this. The autocomplete data can be gotten from the server or from the SQLite database instead of our coding. Thank you very much once more for hanging out with me throughout this tutorial. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.